Back here inside Studio 42, obviously a lot to digest with this whole thing, but now that we've seen it roughly 1 million times, what do we make of it?
I think that the rule has to be implemented to where you either have to slide into the bag or get down. That was a late slide. We're going to take a look at it one more time right here. Chase Utley, he begins this slide on the bag. And I mean right on the bag. Ruben Tejada has no chance right here. He has his back turned to the play. I get it. Chase Utley's objective is to stop that double play, do whatever he can. But if you want to eliminate these kind of things, you're going to have a base runner get down or slide right into that bag.
You have to. They got to come up with the rule because until then, from a base runner's perspective, the only thing that you're taught is to break up the double play. And there's some general rules. You slide within an arm length of the bag is kind of what's acceptable. I think Chase Utley even talked about what he considered during spikes high is another thing. He talked about body contact, making contact with the middle infielder. Well, if you make contact with the middle infielder before you actually hit the dirt. Now, if you go back and you slow-mo, X-mo, Chase Utley's contact with the dirt and contact with Tejada, it's pretty simultaneous. So there's question marks surrounding that. But
it all starts here, right? When you're taking your lead.
Then you're right. And again, I'm not condoning anything that Chase Utley did. But from high school baseball on, you're taught to do whatever you can do to break up the double play. Let's think about the ramifications of what happened there at second base. If all of a sudden Chase Utley doesn't do that, and I don't know whether or not they turn the double play, obviously Tejada's foot was never on the base, but that potentially changes the entire dynamic of that game. The Dodgers potentially don't win Game 2. And if, in my opinion, the Mets had won Game 2, this series was over.
Well, they wouldn't have tied the game because it was first and third and one out. So if they did happen to turn the double play, Hernandez doesn't score from third.
And you're right. So that's why, even during spring training, you're taught, and we will go through drills where you take a middle infielder and you would put the middle infielder basically out at second base. And in the case of a spring training situation, it's generally a coach. A lot of times you'd throw on sliding pants and you would go in there and you do, again, whatever you could do to break up the double play. So here I am right here, and we have well,
naturally, it's Matt Harvey.
Naturally, Matt Harvey just kind of hanging out there. But
not on purpose.
I want to take you guys what Chase Utley's saying. He's saying, okay, bam, ball's hit. Immediately he gets a good jump off of it. And the first thing he said he noticed, and he said this in his post-game interview, was, who was it coming over to make the play? Murphy. Daniel Murphy coming over to make the play. He sees Daniel Murphy over there. He sees he has it. Now he knows this is a potential double play, and he's going to do whatever he can do. So he comes running here hot, and then clips him. Now, the way I moved, I can even show it here, the way I moved like this, that's why you saw Tejada's knee end up hitting Utley's head. Now, just looking at it the first time, the thing that I would think was that Utley was the one that wore the brunt of it. Unfortunately, Tejada's leg got caught underneath, and he broke his fibula. It's something that we need to take out of the game. There's no place for it at this day and age.
And Joe Torre did say afterwards in the press conference they're going to implement this in the fall league. Got to go right to the bag.